Breaking news, everyone. Florida has a new immigration law, and this requires an automatic death penalty for undocumented immigrants who are convicted of or who are found guilty of a capital felony. Under this new law, undocumented immigrants who are convicted of capital felonies face a mandatory or a compulsory death penalty. These capital felonies include first-degree murder, capital drug trafficking, armed kidnapping, child sexual battery. For people who are not undocumented immigrants, for example, US citizens, a death sentence is not required even if they commit such offenses. In those cases, what happens is that a jury will review aggravating factors against these US citizens. For instance, aggravating factors are worsening factors, and then they'll also review mitigating factors that will help these people who have committed the offenses. And if the jury unanimously finds that there's at least one aggravating factor, then the defendant who has committed the capital felony will be eligible for a death sentence. An example of such an aggravating factor would be if such a defendant was previously convicted of another capital felony. Now, this new law in Florida is saying that for undocumented immigrants, it doesn't matter. There's just no discretion. It's always a mandatory death sentence. They have to die if they have committed these offenses. There's just not going to be any review of aggravating factors or mitigating factors to decide whether there's death. There is death, and it's final. This new law seems a little problematic because the 8th Amendment of the US Constitution states that cruel and unusual punishments shall not be inflicted. The 8th Amendment serves to ensure that states' power to punish it's exercised within the limits of civilized standards. One of the principal reasons why death is a different type of punishment is because it's irreversible. Executed defendants cannot be brought back to life. Okay. The 14th Amendment also provides that no state shall deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Where there's a group of people for whom death is not required, such as US citizens or even perhaps green card holders, but there's another group of people who are undocumented, where death is required, then it looks like there is a problem with equal protection under the law. United States Supreme Court has also ruled that mandatory death sentences are unconstitutional. Look at this case, Woodson versus North Carolina. Why should some people receive compulsory death sentence because they are undocumented? The courts are likely to review this law, and there's likely going to be lawsuits challenging it. I hope this video helps. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. Bye.